Hello my dear children, now we can discuss the page number 136. Question number 3 was homework. Now we can discuss the solution of this question. Using the scale on this page, find the difference in length between candle 1 and candle 3. Okay, that is, here we can see 3 candles. Okay, then here candle 1 we have already completed this one. Okay, candle 1 and the flame of this candle. Now we can measure this candle 2. Okay, we can use one scale to measure this length. So we can keep this scale like this way. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeter, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 up to here. This is the length of this candle 2. So we can write the 4 centimeter and 9 millimeter. We know that we have to write this one in the centimeter unit. Okay, so how can we write it? 4 centimeter and 9 millimeter will be 4.9 centimeter. Okay, then now we can measure this flame 2. This is flame 2. Okay, so we can take this scale and we can keep it here. This point 0 here, and here it is 1 centimeter. Now 1 is the, then next here up to here it is 5, then and 6. Okay, so we can say that 1 centimeter and 6 millimeter is there. So we can write 1.6 centimeter. Okay, if we are using this measurement in by using this point, okay, then what we have to write there, not 1.6 millimeter. Among this, centimeter is the greatest unit. So we have to write that one here. Okay. Then next we have to measure this candle 3. So here it is 0, then 1, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Oh, completely 6 centimeter is there. There is no millimeter. Actually here it is 60 millimeter. Okay, actually this is 60 millimeter, but we know 60 millimeter means 6 centimeter itself. Okay, completely we got it. This big line is up to here itself. Okay, so we can write as 6 centimeter. So we can write this one in 6. Okay, 6 centimeter. So actually length in centimeter and millimeter. Okay, that means 6 centimeter we can write there. That is equal to 60 millimeter. Both are same. Okay, children, millimeter. So next we have to measure this flame 3. So 0 is here. Next up to here it is 1. Then next small lines we have to measure. So 1 centimeter is already there. Next that didn't reach there up to 2 centimeter. So we will get millimeter. Okay, so the end of this flame is up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, up to here it is. So we can write there 1 centimeter and 4 millimeter. So we can write this one 1.4 centimeter. Okay, now the question is find the difference in length between candle 1 and candle 3. So we have to find the difference between candle 1 and candle 3. Here this is 6 and here it is 2.9. So what is the difference between these two? So 6 centimeter is greater than 2.9. So we can find out 6.0. 6, there is no millimeter. So 6.0 and 2.9. Okay, now subtract this one. Here will be 10 and here will be 5. Okay, so 10 minus 9 is 1 and here it is 5 minus 2, that is 3. So we can say the difference between this candle 1 and candle 3 is 3.1 centimeter is the difference. Okay. You have one more homework. Guess and color. First, color the rods as shown. Here we can see many rods here. Then without measuring. So we don't want to use here scale. Okay. Without measuring. Then check rods of the length less than 1 centimeter. Less than 1 centimeter means these type of small ones. Okay. Then rods of the length between 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter. Then we have to think about 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter. So small ones, this type of small ones we have to color with red color. Okay. So you can use the crayon or pencil color. Okay. Then rods of length between 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter, between 1 and 2. So these type of will be there. So these type of things, this type of length we have to color with blue. Okay. Then rods of length between 2 and 3 centimeter. So that one we have to use the green color. You just think and do this. Okay. Here we don't want to use that actual scale. But you can do one thing. First you think yourself. After then you can use the scale and then you can understand your guess was correct or wrong. Okay. Then rods of length between 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter with orange. Okay. 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter with orange. So try to do this. Okay, children. Now next page 137. So here also we have one activity. Okay. So by doing yourself, that will be easy for you to understand that measurement. Then guess, draw and measure. Guess the length of to draw these things. Ask your friend. Now you cannot ask that, but you try to do with your parents or if you have sister, brother or anyone else. Okay. Ask your friend to draw the same. After you make the drawing, use a scale to measure the length. Whose drawing showed a better guess? So, here this is the clue. Guess its length and draw. Measure of your drawing. So, we have to draw there and measure it. Measure of your friend's drawing. An ant of length less than 1 centimeter. So, you have to draw this and measure that. I think you can use your drawing. Okay. Then first you draw there and then measure with a scale. You can draw this one in one paper. Okay. A4 sheet or your rough notebook. An ant of length less than 1 centimeter. Pencil of length about 7 centimeter. Then these type of things. Then glass 11 centimeter high. High means this way need to draw. With water up to 5 centimeter. So we have to draw here one glass. Okay. So water 5 centimeter up to 5 centimeter. After then you think about the length of this glass and water. Okay. Then a bangle of perimeter 20 centimeter. So what can we do the bangle of? That means if we start from here, the length, total length we needed to get it as 20 centimeter. Okay. Then a curly hair of length 16 centimeter. So curly hair means this type of hairs will be there. Okay. So this type of hairs. Mean any type of. Clear for you? But not a straight one. Curly hair. Okay. Do yourself. Then next. This also homework. Actually what we have to do here. Our eyes get confused. Which line is longer? A or B? So Measure each line and write how long it is in centimeters. How good is your guess? So we have to think about the length of A and B. So use a scale and find out, okay? Then which line is longer, C or D? So we have to measure these two lines. Then we have to find out. Measure each line. How good is your guess? So maybe these both will be same, okay? Okay, you try to find out. Next, whose tail is the longest? Guess whose tail is the longest. Now measure the tails. How good is your guess? So here we can say that this is bigger, or here also one more person is there. Here also persons. Not only these two animals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so what can we do? You can use one scale and measure it. So here it is 1.3. Okay, 1.3. So what about here? This one will be millimeter, small one. Okay, so that is 0. Tail from here to here, no? Something 0.6. So here we can write 1.3 centimeter. So here it is 0.6 centimeter. Okay, not millimeter. 6 millimeter. So this one will be 0.6 centimeter. So what about here? Here it is 1.4 centimeter. Okay. Then this one is lengthy one. So we can write the 2.3 will be there. Okay. 2.3 centimeter. Here it is small one. So here it is 1.1 centimeter. So guess whose tail is the longest one? So here it is the longest one tail. Okay. So now measure the tails. So this is the longest tail. Then the longest rupee notes. What is the length of 100 rupee note? Here we can see some notes. This is the length and this is the width of a note. Okay. Width or breadth. Okay. Length and width or breadth. So we have to measure it and find out the. Then 100 rupee note. First we can measure this one. First we have to guess it. Okay. Now I'm going to write it this one as your guess in centimeter. So about this 100 rupee note, I'm going to write here 15 centimeter length, width as 7 centimeter. Now you measure in centimeter. That is, we have to use the scale. Okay, here it is small one and 0. Now it is 14.2. Okay, so we have to write there 14.2 centimeter. After then we have to measure the width of this note. That is 6.5 centimeter. Now you can use one 10 rupees note and 20 rupee note, 5 rupee note. Then maybe postcard is available with you. You please measure it. Okay. Then math magic box. Sorry, book. Okay. This book. Your textbook you can measure. Okay. Find out this one. So this also homework. You try to do this. Now at the market. You can see a clock. 567.25 rupees for this one. And here egg 2 rupees and 50 paise. Then this one is 120 rupees and 50 paise. Next one, knife, that is 6 rupees and not knife, okay, pen, 6 rupees and 50 paise. It's a pen, okay. Then here we can see 32.99 rupees. So here it is 50 paise, and here for this one it's a soap, that is 8 rupees and 75 paise, okay. So here we can see 99 paise. If we gave that, we won't get 1 paise back, okay. They won't give it back. How many paise does a matchbox cost? So here it is. Cost of matchbox is 50 paise. So we can write it as rupees 0.50. Okay, 0.50. Actually, how much will be there? 50 paise. Okay. Now, how many matchboxes can be got for 2 rupees and 50 paise? We know that 50 paise plus 50 paise, we will get 1 rupee. So, 2 rupees are there. So, 4 50 paise will be there, and extra 150 paise is there now. 2 rupees will be 450 paise. Then, after then extra 50 paise is already there. So, we can say 50 plus 50 plus again 50 plus 50 plus this paise, 50 paise. So, total we can buy 5 matchboxes with 2 rupees and 50 paise. Okay. How many rupees does the soap cost? So, what is the cost of this soap? 8 rupees and 75 paise. So, we can write it as rupees 8 and 75 paise. Okay. Then next, Arun wanted to buy a soap. So, he needs to buy a soap. He has a 5 rupee coin. So, 5 rupee coin. 1 5 rupee coin. Okay. So, 5 into 1. We can write like this. After then we can add all rupees together. Then 2 1 rupee coins. 2 1 rupee. So, again 2 times 1 rupees. Okay. Then we have to add it. Then 4 half rupee coin. Half rupee is 50 paise. Okay, children. Half rupee is 50 paise. 1 rupee is 100 paise. 1 rupee is 100 paise. So, half will be 50 paise. Okay, half will be 50 paise. So, how many are there? 4 are there. So, we can say 4 into 50 paise. So, we can write 0.50. Okay. Now, we can add it. 5 into 1, 5. Okay. Then, 2 into 1, 2 itself. Then, 4 into 0.5. That will be, that you don't think more. 50 paise plus 50 paise plus 50 paise plus 50 paise. 2 rupees will be there. So, Arun has 9 rupees with him. So, he can buy a soap with this one. Because the cost of one soap is 8 rupees 75 paise only. But he has 9 rupees. Write in rupees what money he will get back. So, actually he has 9 rupees. But the cost of soap is only 8 rupees and 75 paise. But here there is no point. So, we can keep here 2 zeros. Okay. Then subtract this one. Here will be 10 and here will be 9. This became 8. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. Okay. Then 8 minus 8 is 0. But here we have to keep point itself. Okay. So we can say he will get back 25 paise. So how much rupees? 0.25 rupees. So we can say he will get 25 paise back. Okay. So we can write that what money he will get back. He will get rupees 0.25. That means less than 1, because before the decimal point there is no digit. So the value is less than 1 itself. Okay, children. Then next question is, an egg costs 2.5 rupees. The cost of one egg is 2 rupees and 50 paise. So what is the question? How much will 1.5 dozen cost? So he needs to buy 1.5 dozen. Children, 1 dozen is meant to buy 12 numbers. Total 12 numbers will be there. Okay. So here the question is 1.5 dozen. So we can write there 1.5 dozen eggs is equal to 1 dozen will be 12 namakka. Then now half dozen will be 6. Half of 12 will be there now. So 6 will be there. Total 18 eggs will be there. What is the question? How much one? What is the cost of this 18 eggs? So we have to multiply 18 into 2 times 50 paise. First we have to multiply 18 into 2. 18 2s are 36, double of 18. Okay. Plus 18 into 0.50. Actually what is this? 0.5. That means half of 18 will be there. So that is 9. Okay. Half of 18 will be there, 9. So 36 plus 9 is equal to 45 rupees. That is 45 rupees. Okay. So Kannan take rupees 60 and buy 1.5 dozen eggs. You can buy pence with the money left, his mother said to him. So total he has 60 rupees. Now he needs to buy 18 eggs. So that cost of 18 eggs will be 45 rupees. Okay. Now we have to subtract. The remaining money with him is 15. So cost of 1 pen is 6 rupees and 50 paise. So 6 rupees and 50 paise. Again he can give 6 rupees and 50 paise. So 13 rupees will be there. So he can buy 2 pens. Okay. How much pens he can buy? 2 pens. Once he can buy 1 pen with 6 rupees and 50 paise. One more he can buy. So total 2 pens. How much money is left? Actually he had 15 rupees with him. After buying this pen he will get 2 rupees balance because the cost of 2 pens will be rupees 13. Okay. So 15 minus 13 will be 2. So the price of 2 pence is 13. Can she buy 2 pence? Yes, she can buy. Now practice time, match this. So we know 1 paise will be equal to 1 on 100. So we can say that actually that is 100 paise will be 1 rupee. 1 rupee. Okay. So 100, 1 on 100 will be 1 paise. 1 paise means 0.01. Okay. Now match each yellow box with 1 green and 1 pink box. So here it is half rupees. We know half rupee means 50 paise. So that we can write it as 0.50. Next 1 on 10. Rupee 1 on 10. That is equal to 10 paise. Okay. 10 paise. 1 on 10 will be equal to 10 paise. Then 5 on 100 will be equal to 5 paise. Out of 100, 5. Okay. Then but here it is what happened. Actually 1 on 10. That is equal to out of 100, 10 will be there. That is why we wrote it like this way. This one will be 10 paise. Okay. So 10 paise will be equal to rupees 0.10. Then 3/4 will be 75 paise. 75 paise we can write it as 0.75. Then 99 paise. Here we can write it like this way. So 99, 0.99 will be there. So here it is. Next quarter. quarter means 25. So we can give like this way. 25 we can write it as 0.25. Okay. So here we didn't mark this one. That this 5 paise will be 0.05. Okay children. I think you got more ideas about this tenths and hundreds. Actually this one is 75 on 100. Okay. This one is 50 on 100. This is 0.5 on 100. What is it? Actually 5 on 10. Okay. Sorry, 5 on 100. Okay. This 0 no value is there. The next one 10 on 100. That means 1 on 10. This 0 and this 0 will cancel. Next 25 on 100. Here it is 99 on 100. So the value is less than 1. If we need to get that value equal to 1, we can say that 100 paise. Okay, that means 100 on 100 will be there. So we can say now we got rupees 1. Okay children, I think you got more ideas. Thank you.